We shall see if we're live. It looks like we're going live right about now. Okay, hey friends out there, YouTube land, Rob here. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about YoloBox and a really cool streaming situation that you could set up. It's got a really neat feature, and that is the live stream as a video source. I'm going to show you how to do that. Also, lots of times people talk about upgrading YoloBox from one to another. Well, this might be a good reason to not upgrade and sell your old equipment, but upgrade and keep your old equipment, because this functionality is built into YoloBox and it uses the YoloLive Restream server. Please excuse my voice. Right now we're in my office. It is a little warm. My computer is making some background noise. If you hear a audible hum, that is this thing's fan. I'm currently using my onboard shotgun microphone and I'm streaming at 1080i on the Panasonic HCX 2000 to YouTube directly. None of the streaming will be done with YoloBox today. I'm doing that to share with you the fact that there are other devices that can stream out there, and also to talk to you just how easy it is to stream with YoloBox. Setting this machine up to stream is something that I've done in the past, and it just takes a lot. I usually keep it up as a backup in case I need it, or as a secondary camera or something like that, but there are many steps that you can go through. If you want to download the order to see how it's done, you can download the Panasonic HCX 1500 or 2000 user manual and check page 180 out. There's about 30 steps you have to go through just to get this thing to stream, rather than point and click on YoloBox. It actually reminds me quite a bit about setting up an RTMP or an RTSP server back in the day with YoloBox, although it only did RTMP. That's a different story. But anyways, you're looking at this streaming. It is streaming in 8 megabits per second, and I just did a speed test over here, and it looks like I'm getting about 10 megabits per second upload. So in order to show you what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to stream with YoloBox in 720 on both of them. So the first thing is, let's say we've got our YoloBox right here and we want to create a stream, right? We are on our live stream panel. I'm actually going to come over here to my YouTube, and I'm actually now on my YouTube panel, and you can see in the corner right here that it shows that we've got one streaming live. It says it right there: Robert Hand Photography, Town Center Media, Panasonic HCX 2000 broadcast, X2000 broadcast. Okay, right. So we're going to, on YoloBox, we're just going to go ahead and create a stream. I'm going to title this YBOG, right, for YoloBox Original Gangster. Okay, and I'm just going to create this stream. Now I've got a new stream created here. Check out YoloBox Pro. They're connected under the same account. Notice that now that I've created the stream on YoloBox Original, the YoloBox Pro sees that stream. I could open this stream on either YoloBox and stream from it. Now you can only have one of these events actively streaming, but if you had a YoloBox and you had a backup YoloBox and one went down, YoloBox actually has your settings in the other one, so you could use the other one in the event that you needed to and pick up right where you left off. On the current firmware, if you had your SD cards and everything the same on each one, and your event was set up the same on each one, then your overlays would be on the other one. But you have to do that locally. That won't sync. In any event, the YoloBox OG, YBOG, is over there as an event to check. I'm going to go into YoloBox OG, and in order to use the live streaming as a source setting, I need to go into my settings, and I need to do the actual streaming mode. And I need to set that to YoloLive's multi-streaming service. Okay? I have to set it there because YoloLive is actually going to restream this broadcast in the software for me. That's how I'm going to get this. It will not work in direct stream mode. At that point in time, I'm also going to come back to my platforms, come over here, I'm going to turn it on, and I'm going to just unlist it so that I can make this stream. And you guys know capacitive touch screens sometimes I just don't do. Okay, so now that I've got that punched in, I'm actually here, and I'm going to go ahead and add a video source. In this instance, I'm going to add an SD card video. No cameras are connected, and I'm going to take this waiting room video, and that will be here. Okay, so now we've got a waiting room video on here, and I'm going to click Go Live. Well, before I do, I'm going to do one thing. I'm glad I thought about that. I'm going to switch from 1080 to 720, like I said, and then I'm going to come over here to my encoding stream, and I'm going to set that to instead of 2000, I'm going to set it down here at 1500, and I'll set it to 30 frames a second. Okay? CQR, constant bit rate, done. Now, I only did this because my network, as I just showed you, only has 10 megabits a second up. I'm using 6 for the HCX 2000, so I don't have a lot of upload speed to play with to add 2 more devices, and I don't want this video to become stuttery. If this video does become stuttery, it's because I'm hogging my network, and if that happens, you guys will get a practical demonstration of why a network that's choked out with an upload stream begins to stutter. But we should avoid that for the most part here. Okay, now I click Go Live. Yes, I'm ready to go live. Now, of course, I'm not adding any additional inputs, but this stream, I could have the 2 inputs plus 1 USB-C input. Now that I'm live, YoloBox is telling me I'm live at 1500 kilobits per second, 13 seconds. I'm just going to refresh my stream page to show you that in my stream page, we've actually got, there it is, YoloBox OG, YBOG right here. It's live right now. Okay. That's cool, right? You already knew that. You're like, Rob, I already knew this. You're just streaming live on your channel at 2 places. Well, did you know that you could stream on your channel live with multiple sources at the same time? For here, I'm going to create a live stream on the Pro, YoloBox Pro, YBP, done. I'm going to create this stream. I don't want to update just yet because I'm trying to show you this. But I'm going to click Open and Resume. This is the YoloBox Pro. I'm going to come and do the same thing. Come over here, I'm going to go to my encoding setting, I'm going to go to CQR, I need to change my stream to 720, and I need to change my bit rate to 1500. Done. We're going to go back from there, make sure that it's set 1500, and I'll do this to 30, just like I did, 2997. Okay, and then I also need to do my streaming mode to YoloLive's multi-streaming service. Okay, I got it. Done. Now I'm going to go live. Okay. Now that we've gone live, there's no thing on here, sorry. And I'm just going to grab, I want to grab this video right here. We can do that one. Done. So we've got an SD card video source, and we are live right now. Good to go. Let's check out YouTube. Does it see the additional source? Should see 3. And it's coming up. Did I select YouTube? I may have in my, nope, I disconnected. I'm going to stop here. Cancel. In my haste, right, I didn't properly select my my stream that I wanted. So you guys can see a mistake that could happen to you on site. It could happen in real time. So I go back to create a live stream. I'm going to call this one YBP again, right? Okay, kind of embarrassing, but this is how you would deal with it. Stop giving me the update reminder. I'm in the middle of something, YoloBox. I'm going to go ahead and choose 720. I'm going to choose my streaming mode, YoloLive's streaming server. I'm going to choose my encoding setting at 1500 at 2997. Done. I'm going to select an SD card video source. There's a lot of video on here. I'll select this one in this case. And then I'm going to select my YouTube channel. And YoloBox warned me about that just a minute ago, but I wasn't paying any bit of attention. Okay, now that that's the case, I can click Go Live. Okay, and now we're streaming live on YoloBox. Okay, now that we're streaming live on YoloBox, we can come over here and reconnect, just refresh, and we'll see those 3 streams. YoloBox Pro, YoloBox OG, and the regular stream. It looks like it just needs a refresh right here to show just the streaming live. Yeah, there. So now all 3 of them are live. Okay, so now we've got 3 live sources over here on YouTube, right? So check this out. I go into YoloBox and I go to live stream. YoloBox recognizes that there's a live stream coming from another YoloBox, so I just select it as a source. Done. Okay, it'll take it a moment, and now live stream is open and available as a source to switch from. Okay, Same thing on YoloBox Original, the other one. It doesn't matter which YoloBox it is. Go to live stream and it will allow you to select the YoloBox Pro source. Okay. Now, this should be blowing some minds right now. That's awesome. That is absolutely awesome. But you might ask yourself, what's the quality? So let's go to the YoloBox OG. I'm actually going to give the sharing link. Right here. And we'll just open that. I could have done it a different way. Open. So now we are actually over here streaming. We're on the YoloBox OG. That's this one, right? And check it out. We're just going to now select the live stream, which is coming from over here on our YoloBox Pro. Now, the stream is an amount of seconds behind. That's called latency. How many seconds behind is it? We'll find out. If you're on your stream and you right-click the video area, you can choose Stats for Nerds. And it will tell me that my live latency is about 30 seconds. Okay? So I know that I'm about 30 seconds behind from the video when I push the switcher here because of YouTube's latency. That's not a YoloBox thing. If you recognize, YoloBox is switching between the two on YoloBox right now. Right? We're switching back and forth. Okay? But YouTube is 30 seconds behind. There's some people that think YoloBox is late or delays or something. No, this has everything to do with your live stream platform. And it has to do with the latency that you set in your live stream encoder. I'm going to go back over here to the live stream and I want to show you what that looks like. I'm just going to open this in a new tab so that we can see in the Creator Studio. Okay? When you're in here, you can actually go to edit your stream and you can actually choose things. Maybe it won't let me do it right now. But you can choose the different latency options. Usually it's down here at the bottom. No, maybe they changed it. Stream settings. Auto start VR. Oh yeah, this is the latency section right here. You can set that up in the beginning when you start a stream before it goes live. Right, when you set your stream settings. If you start a stream on YoloBox, you don't have access to these settings. But if you create an event on YoloBox, it will populate in your live streaming console, but it won't be live. You can then go in there and choose a different latency setting. I would suggest that all of you, if you're streaming on Facebook or YouTube, go and learn about the latency settings. You can have ultra low latency, but ultra low latency is going to give you the possibility of more dropped frames because it's sending data faster and it's not properly, it may have some error reduction that the stream would do that it's not doing. So, if you're having a problem with latency, that's not a YoloBox issue. Now, nobody recently in the forums or has emailed me saying that you're having problems with latency. But if you are, that's one place where you first go to look at it. Now, as you can imagine, I've got 3 HDMI inputs here, and I've got 2 HDMI inputs here. So I've got 5 total HDMI inputs and 2 SD card videos. Between the two, I now have almost 10, and I don't usually use the USB-C, but if you were to include that, I've got over 10 inputs for video, which is pretty cool, including the SD card video. Now, what about when you're going back and forth? Does this latency affect your show going back and forth? Yes, but only in one way. Have you ever been on a phone call where it seems like the person is delayed, or have you ever been on a live stream where it seems like the person is delayed and then it just kind of all gets in sync? Well, that's what will happen here. If there is a 30-second delay, and the first person starts a 30-second delay, and the other person starts when they hear it, there will be a natural synchronization as long as this delay doesn't change. Of course, we would like a shorter delay. We don't have that opportunity in YouTube other than choosing the ultra-low latency. And if you read, you'll find that the ultra-low latency will give you a 3 to 4 second delay, but at the risk of quality, quite a bit. So is that worth it for you? I don't know. My suggestion to all of my friends out there would be to learn, read, fail fast, and get good quick. If you didn't know about this, now you know. I hope that this is helpful. Please let me know if you like this video, like and subscribe. If you made it to the end and this was helpful to you, hit me up with a cup of coffee. Use an Amazon link down below. Any of that will help me. These videos are not sponsored. I don't get paid any cash for this. I'm making it for the community. If you've got something that you'd like to chit-chat about, let me know. I'll chit-chat with you. And I want to thank you so much for watching and remind you I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Now I got to end this. Say no cool titles when you're streaming from the HCX 2000. You could do that in software somewhere else, but not on the, not on it. You only get the cool titles on YoloBox.